down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it, ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for them.
It's week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' veteran linebacker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Falcons and the Packers, next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking
their game tape and their victory last week, as they put it together in every phase. Good offense.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 15 carries, 73 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now, who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn the status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Robinson with another carry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
To throw on second down, Preston over the middle and complete to Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. Able to slither by. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Preston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Preston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Curry knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route, rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Those defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Well, the rushing numbers for Bigsby a week ago. 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. Pass incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On the counter, this is Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Preston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. This a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Preston working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Robinson up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the... How do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Preston. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun. Preston. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Preston. And this will be caught by Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Preston. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Here's Robinson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Love. Man open is Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some...
Yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down, Love to pass. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 27 yards. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Wolf on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing to start the drive. Preston. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Preston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Preston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This pass is caught by London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. So a long run gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Cooper Kupp, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
Love now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing. Love. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing on first down, Preston. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision.
But it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Preston. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. From the gun, Bigsby. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, You'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards at a first. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Bigsby. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Love. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field's... Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down, but how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield, but they executed that well, really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. From the 25, here's second down at 7. Off the play fake, Preston. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot kind of worked for us during this game. Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Love now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On the carry, Bigsby. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the return, it's Rodgers. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Preston. Over the middle, it's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Handoff now to Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Preston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. Following the interception, Love. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Kadarius Toney is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Preston. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Love. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd down and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there, and they only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
1st down, Green Bay.
Here's Bigsby. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Bigsby, and he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Looking to throw. Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Love looking to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Love. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Bigsby. They'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 20-18. Exactly 1 minute remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Up the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now second down and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10. Throw left side, there's London. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage, they stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field-goal range as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Packers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh.